We live in a time where everyone posts their best moment of their life because of social media. We are being consumed with massive amount of all pictures of others every single day. So I think that's a reason why people start to thinking about quitting social media or minimize the amount of time they use on social media. In fact, social comparison already exists before social media came out, but it definitely increased the frequency and the level of it. This was my topic for my dissertation I work over the last 7 months, and I decided to bring this topic on my YouTube channel today. I mainly talk about makeup on my channel, and I do love natural makeup, but I think to be comfortable with our own natural skin, first thing we need is healthy mindset. So from now on, I'm going to make a series of wellness with Haley, and in the series I mainly talk about mental health, just anything related to wellness. First topic I'm bringing you guys today is how to stop comparing yourself to others. Before we know how to stop here, I think we should know why we compare ourselves to others first. While researching this topic for my dissertation, social comparison theory was the main resource for my study. This theory shows that individuals want to gain accurate self-evaluation by comparing themselves to others. People tend to compare when in a state of uncertainty or when we have no objective standard against which to measure ourselves. Appearance is a really good example because being attractive or beautiful is something really subjective. We know in this theory, we all now know that unless we live alone in like an island, social comparison is inevitable. I will tell you 3 tips to stop comparing yourself to others. Tip number 1 is define values you want to chase in your life. One of the reasons why we do social comparisons and are easily driven by others is we don't have that much strong values in our life. If we have really strong values we believe in our life, or like big goals like really strongly want to chase, other things out there are not gonna affect us. We can easily think about, oh, that person had that much money, what I'm doing right now, or my friend has more followers than me, what I'm doing right now, and those are things that you keep evaluating yourself, things that we actually don't want to chase in our life. This whole idea came from the book I read and really like, is The Subtle Art of Not Giving F by Mark Manson. In the book he said that we have to define our own values to measure our successful or failure. If you have value A for some people, this can be not important. Vice versa, for some people this value is very important, but you don't think it's very important. It's also important to define good values, not bad values. Good values are reality based, socially constructive, immediate, and controllable. For example, honest is a good value because you have complete control over, and it's good for me and good for others. But bad values are superstitious, socially destructive, and not immediate or controllable. For example, popularity is a not good value because you cannot control like how famous you are. You might feel popular yourself, but other people might not think about like that. So that's kind of thing. It's actually good to write them down on post-it notes or just any notes and put it everywhere you can see the most. It can remind you every single day, otherwise you're gonna forget easily. And second tip is that know that you are a unique person. Everyone has their own different background or gift they can contribute in the world. So where you're from, like what you study, what you do for a living, sort of things like that can make yourself really unique and really special person. For example, in my case, I am a full-time student and full-time YouTuber at the same time. But I cannot exist in both areas at the same time, and I'm a one person, so I cannot feel while I'm studying, so I have to focus one thing each time. So best thing I can do right now is trying my best to do both. This happens to me a lot while I'm stuck in a library, preparing my exam or doing my coursework. I check my phone, and if I see some other influencers post their like amazing pictures or traveling or uploading contents really frequently, which I can't do in that situation. And I started comparing myself to them, thinking like, what I'm doing right now, I could done that if I don't have this bloody exam right now. I couldn't change the situation unless I quit my study, which I did want to. So I slowly started to think about that, how this knowledge I gained from my study can contribute on my channel, or how this just life as a YouTuber, student, having better time management skills, things like that. So it really motivated me to work better and focus better on my uni work. Because I finished my dissertation and I researched and I also experienced myself, I can bring this knowledge to my channel. Just to know that nothing is meaningless, all the things you're going through right now is gonna make you really special as a person and make your own story. And the tip is be happy for others. When we compare ourselves, we feel not only bad about ourselves but also feel jealous about them. This is really common thing happening in our lives, and also hard to not doing it, especially if you are having a hard time. For example, if someone has a new car or new house, and you will start to think about, oh my gosh, she has a new car or she has a new house, and just think, I am happy for her, and that's it. Nothing more than that. If you think more than that, you will end up feeling like jealous or not good about yourself. When we are told to choose which one do you like between the mountain or the sea, and you might choose mountain or you might choose sea, you might choose neither. So it's just a personal preference. The sea is obviously beautiful, but doesn't mean that mountain is not beautiful. So if you think about this whole concept, it's gonna be easier to not to compare yourself to others or just feel jealous about them. These are all about today. I'm so happy right now that I could finish my dissertation, and also I finished to film this video, which I really want to share with you guys. If you have any topics you want me to talk about mental health, I'd love to know about it, so please leave a comment down below. So one thing I really want you to do this today is define your values. That's gonna be really easy. You just write down 5 things you want to change in your life, or I actually made a template to fill in your values, 5 values, and you can share in your story or save it as your background in your phone or lock screen. I actually set it as my lock screen, and it actually looks good, so I can remind these 5 values every single day, and you will realize that how this small effort can bring powerful results. Thank you for watching. I hope you all stay safe. Bye.